Ultra Squad, look, it is Black History Month. You know, a lot of people, really aren't satisfied with this month simply because it is the shortest month. You probably heard a lot of black people say, why we got to get the shortest month? 28 days? Come on, y'all. Y'all always trying to do something like that, bro. Y'all always trying to shortcut us, man. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people would think, man. But look, besides all that, this is a moment throughout the year where we all, not everybody, but a lot of people celebrate the history of black people, the culture, everything that comes with that. Art, music, style, just overall greatness. Although everybody does not like them, of course everybody did not vote for him. Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. For a lot of black people, especially within the black community, who at least voted Democrat, who voted for President Barack Obama, deems him to be a part of the culture. In fact, that he is a part of the culture. Heck, whatever you believe or don't like about him, at the end of the day, he's part of the culture. He was the first black president. See that? See how they see it's the system, man. See how they trying to mess up my video flying by? Crazy. I don't care about all that stuff. But in this video, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you should still look at this as crazy and weird. You know what I'm saying? The White House released a video basically mocking Barack Obama and Michelle Obama.
The full Barack Obama monkey video is a bizarre, animated parody of U.S. politics that feels more surreal than serious. The clip reimagines major political figures from both parties as Lion King-style jungle animals, turning Washington into a full-blown cartoon animal kingdom. In the video, Donald Trump is portrayed as a lion and crowned the king of the jungle, while other politicians appear as different animals meant to exaggerate their personalities, power, or public image. It's not a clear political argument so much as visual satire. The video leans hard into symbolism, pop culture, and mockery, using animation to comment on power, hierarchy, and rivalry in American politics rather than explain any specific position. That's why it's sparked so much debate online. Some see it as parody, others as provocation, and some just find it unsettling. But one thing is clear: blending cartoon imagery with real political figures makes it instantly viral, controversial, and impossible to scroll past.
Now, there's probably a lot of Republicans who was looking at that video like, it's funny, you know what I mean? It is like, what's so funny about calling some black people some monkeys? You know what I mean? And let's be clear about this. There are people such as Conor McGregor, you know what I mean? People of different races who call people certain slurs or just certain words. And when they say those words, they can be referring to anybody and everybody. You know what I mean? Conor McGregor has called a couple of his components, hell, a lot of people that he's had fake beef or beef with, monkeys or donkeys.
But Conor McGregor still called you a donkey. Do you have any feelings on that specifically? Do you feel like you in any way resemble a bovine creature?
And most of the people that he called that were not black. I'm not sure if he called Floyd Mayweather when they had their exhibition fight or the boxing fight. I don't recall him calling him a monkey, but if he did, I remember something about Conor being racist at that time. If I find it, I'll pull it up. But if you've paid attention to any of my videos, I've said in the video, I'm going to be in the middle ground. I'm not Democrat or Republican. Both sides be crazy. Both sides can lie.
Call him a racist or to imply that he is one based on that video is very disingenuous and lacking context.
Well, too bad. Because let me tell you something. If you don't want somebody to call you that, then you don't do things like this. He didn't show Biden and everybody else. They just showed the Obama part. So it doesn't matter what it clicks and scrolls to.
But they didn't do it on purpose,
This is an unforced
Chris, which is the issue. It is an unforced error, but that's very different than being vindictive about it and doing it on purpose. It is an unforced error.
Well,
it's very different than purposely clipping it to show that.
Well, first of all, it was absolutely purposely clipped to show the Obama part. It was just part of a much bigger video. That's not the beginning. Well, it's not the beginning of the video.
It was an automatic scroll.
It's not the first thing you would see.
It was an automatic, right, because it's the end of the video, which automatically scrolled into the next video. That's what happened.
Oh, no, I know. I understand how buffering and queuing works. What I'm saying is somebody made a choice.
It wasn't a vindictive portrayal of the Obamas.
You call it what you want.
And what happened...
Let me tell you something. If I do something like that, if I did that, first of all, I'd probably get fired. But if I did that, guess what people would call me? A bigot. You know why? That's a bigoted thing to put out. That's why. And we both...
Trump is very controversial. He's an a-hole. He's very sensitive. He got so sensitive at Trevor Noah for saying the joke. Kamala had a lot of flaws as well, if we're going to speak on both sides. Bringing out Megan Thee Stallion and all that. Twerking, trying to represent black women, basically. Cardi B messing up the prompt, forgetting what to say. How was she going to win doing that? That same little tired promo that she had that she was saying in different rallies and speeches.
Imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been, you know? What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been.
What we can see, what we believe can be unburdened by what has what.
Saying the same thing. There's literally compilations of her saying the same thing over and over and over. It's so scripted, you know? But with that being said, there's been news channels and news pages on social media, YouTube, that's been speaking on this. And they have recently taken the video down. Why would you even put that up there like that? The White House. Why would you put that up there anyway? You know how certain things look when it comes to stuff like this. You know how sensitive certain people can be. Not even speaking on me, but you know there's people out there who's going to take this to heart. They're going to make millions of posts about this stuff. People already think a lot of people who are in the office right now, as we speak, are racist. Hate people of color, all this stuff. So why would y'all make a post like that and post it? It makes no sense. This is like when that fashion company came out a while ago and had that black kid. It was talking about I'm a monkey or whatever it said. I'm an ape or whatever it was saying. You know? And they was getting backlash from that. You know you can't put a black kid in something like it's just and for anybody to say, oh, y'all are so sensitive, people are so sensitive, certain people are so sensitive. How many times have you seen a comedian or anybody make a joke about the LGBT, Jews, or any other nation, and they've gotten crazy backlash? Jamie Foxx, a while ago, a couple of years ago, I believe, said something about Jews or Jesus, and he got so much backlash. Jennifer Aniston, who's supposed to be a friend, turned her back on him and all that stuff, and he didn't even say nothing crazy. You know what's crazy? Allegedly, from this post, as you can see, it looks like Jennifer Aniston at that time liked the post. And then I guess after she received the backlash, she then put out that statement that you saw in the first photo. It's crazy, ain't it? You see what happens when people start to get backlash from a certain audience so they don't jeopardize their quote-unquote career when it comes to stuff like this? It's crazy, man. It's fake. If I was Jamie, I would have not been friends with her after that. All he said was they killed a dude named Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you? Insinuating if they can kill a great man like Jesus, what do you think people will do to you? People can be fake. Hashtag friends and everything else that he said in the post. It's crazy. So why do people, when it comes sometimes, not all the time, because some black people can take things a little too far and think everything is racist. That's not the case with everybody, but why sometimes when it comes to things like this, certain people tell people it's not that deep, it's not that serious, because if it comes to 9/11 or like I said, a nation or something about Jews, y'all eat that up and y'all tell people, oh, you can't do this, you can't say that. It's very weird to me. What y'all think, man? I'm gonna end the video here, man. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, leave a thought down below. Do you think this was racist? Do you think it was weird? Do you think it's justified? We'll find out. Let me know.